Welcome to the Shelby Sports Show. We have a ton to get through with this episode. It was postseason play for winter sports. We begin this episode with the Utica Chieftains hosting the Chippewa Valley Big Reds in their regular season finale. The Utica Chieftains hosted Chippewa Valley for their final home game of the season. Sebastian Soriano goes down the lane and scores. Mason Brody on the baseline reverses it and fills it. Then he attacks the basket and scores. Showing off the range, he knocks down a three. Both teams with a chance at the end of the first, but neither side can convert. We head to the second, tied at 11. Brody in the clear for two. And Luke Cottingham gets the and one call. A mad scramble at the end of the half results in no points, so we head to the break with Chippewa Valley leading by 5. In the third, Brody buries the three. And assists on a 2 by Blake Dean. Give Brody another assist, this time to Cottingham. At the end of the third, Utica trails by 5. In the fourth, the shot is off by Cottingham. Ali Hassan misses, but Cottingham comes in and puts it in. Hassan leans in, scores, and gets the foul. Hassan again doing work down low. Brody gets the run out and the score. Chippewa Valley responds on their end with 2. And Cottingham lines up the 3 from straight out. Utica comes up short at home for their only home loss of the 2023-24 season. Following that loss to Chippewa Valley, the Chieftains turn their attention to the district rounds, where in the second round of the districts they matched up with the Eisenhower Eagles, and for that we go to Zach Hamilla.
The semifinals of the 2024 Boys District Varsity Basketball Tournament is underway at Rochester Adams High School as the Eisenhower Eagles take on the Utica Chieftains. After defeating Rochester Hill Stony in the quarterfinals, the Eagles aim to topple the Chieftains after coming off a bye. Utica opens up the scoring. A pickoff from Mason Brody sets Luke Cottingham up to catch the rebound. The Eagles answer back. Hayden Bills tips it off to Ian Patterson to sink the three. Brody picks up another Eagles pass to hustle down for an easy layup to tie the game 4-all. Preston Crum charges up center court to feed it to Bills for three. While trying to stall the clock out, Brody swipes it again to lay it up for two to close out the first quarter 13-9 Utica. The Eagles come into the second hoping to gain some lost ground. Crum and Bills set Cody Raymond up underneath to secure the two. But Utica continues to apply the pressure. Timothy Gietz finds a lane for the underhanded layup. Sebastian Soriano steps up and drains the three to pad the Chieftains' lead to 23-15. Here's Soriano again sniping the three to help lead the Chieftains into halftime 30-23. The beginning of the second half saw a surge for Utica. Brody gets things started for the Chieftains with a soaring layup. Brody finds himself again charging up center court, this time with a dart to Numin Gwilly, who buries the three. The Eagles hope to cut Utica's lead down. Crum clears by for the layup to send the Eagles into the fourth quarter down by 13. However, the fourth quarter almost saw the Eagles bringing themselves back into contention. Braden Booza drives in for the two, followed by a series of threes from Preston Crum. However, fouls would cost the Eagles, as Soriano's flawless run at the free throw line secures Utica's lead and set the Chieftains to win 67-54. With Ike eliminated, Utica will return to face Rochester Adams High in the district finals.
The Utica Chieftains getting it done in the district semifinals. They advanced to the final round against the host Rochester Adams. The Utica Chieftains took on Rochester Adams for the district title. The tip is up, and here we go. Sebastian Soriano gets the scoring started with a mid-range jumper. Later, Mason Brody leans back and scores. It's 8-7 Adams. Minutes later, Soriano steps into a three. We're level at 10. Soriano again for three gives Utica a 13-12 edge. Soriano drives and drops it off for Luke Cottingham. Final seconds of the first, Brody tries a three that comes up short. At the end of one, Adams leads 16-15. In the second, the ball works to Brody for two. Then Brody again from the free throw line. Soriano with a hand in his face doesn't matter. Adams leads, however, 34-24. Final seconds of the half, Soriano gets fouled on a three try. He sinks all three, cutting the deficit to 34-27. Blake Dean's jumper falls short at the buzzer, and we go to half with Adams leading 36-27. Brody got going in the second half with a three here, and then a layup on the break. On an inbound feed, he finds Ali Hassan for two. Utica starts to get the momentum back on their side. And Brody ties it at 41. The run continues as his layup gives Utica the lead. Give Brody the assist on this Soriano three. Brody is on fire as he connects from three. He rocks the dribble, drives, and scores. One second left in the third, and Adams doesn't get a shot off. Utica leads by 6 after 3. Brody off a curl, fills it for 3. Then Soriano banks it home for a long 2. Brody, not to be denied, gets the runner. Final minute of play, Chieftains by 1. Cottingham under the basket gets fouled. Cottingham with 2 massive free throws, and the Tribe can start to feel it. Brody gets fouled at midcourt. He makes both to make it a 5-point game. A foul is called on Newman Gwilly with 10 seconds remaining. This ball is tied up, but possession stays with Adams. A desperation 3 is offline, and the Chieftains hold on to win the district title. And our final game on the boys' side in basketball, Utica heading to the regional rounds as they travel to Troy High School to take on Brother Rice. The Utica Chieftains squared off with Brother Rice in a regional semifinal. Brother Rice gets the opening possession. Ali Hassan does what he does best, drawing a charge. Then Sebastian Soriano leans back and scores the first bucket of the night. Hassan steps into a wide open three and connects. Chieftains up 5-0 to start, and the Warriors call time. A swipe by the Warriors is returned for two. Another Utica turnover leads to three for Brother Rice. Mason Brody gets the lay-in. On the other end, Brother Rice hits another three. At the end of one, the Warriors lead 14-7. In the second, Luke Cottingham buries the three, followed by Soriano's acrobatic finish plus the foul. He knocks down the free throw, and Utica is down by one. Tim Gaddis for three, yes. And another one for him makes it a 1-point game. And a three-peat for three by Gaddis. At the end of the half, the Warriors rush it up the floor, which leads to the basket and one. The last try for Utica goes wide. In the third, Newman Willie spots up for three. And then Brody joins in. And not to be outdone, here's Gaddis again for three. To end the third, Brother Rice gets the lay-in. Hassan cleans up the miss and gets fouled on the putback. Warriors on the run again as the shot won't go, but is put back with a slam. Final moments of this one as Brody and Hussein Nasser check out for the final time. Utica falls on the night, ending what was a special season for the Chieftains, boasting a 22-3 record. A tough way for the Chieftains to end their 2023-24 season, but it was a decorated season at that. When we come back, we'll get to the girls' basketball highlights next.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
So, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first, I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoyed giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Welcome back on the Shelby Sports Show. Now turning our focus to the girls basketball highlights on this episode. Utica and Eisenhower met at Utica High School, and for that, we send it over to Andrew Shelsky.
7th place game of the MAC Red-White Girls Basketball Tournament as Eisenhower takes on Utica. First points for the Utica Chieftains, Violet Smith. The bucket and the foul. Eisenhower's first points were these free throws by Gabriel Gochai. And a steal by Natalia Stoichevsky. Over to Mariana Stoichevsky for the buckets. Ava Gochai down low for the Eisenhower Eagles. And one. In transition, Natalia Stoichevsky knocking down the runner. After a Gabriel Gochai miss, Natalia Stoichevsky cleans up the board. Ava Gochai with a three off the glass for the Eisenhower Eagles. Utica answers back with a bucket from Alexis Petricoli. Fast break for Ava Gochai, keeping the pressure on for the Eisenhower Eagles.
Pressure, okay, good passes, triple threat, all that good stuff. We're doing a great job rebounding, we gotta keep that up. Rebound the basketball.
A nice block right here for Abigail Claft. Kylie Condon. The buckets. Count it. And one. Eisenhower with another tray from Denali Bruno. Alexis Petricoli going to work for the Utica Chieftains. And cleaning up the boards for the Utica Chieftain, Alexis Pockley. But Eisenhower would take this one. Final score, Eisenhower Eagles 54, Utica Chieftains 30.
Andrew followed the Chieftains to the first round of the district tournament as they went to Henry Ford II High School and squared off with the Stevenson Titans.
First game of districts as the Utica Chieftains take on the Stevenson Titans. Vanessa Galovich has Utica's first 10 points. She was their top scorer with 15. Hannah Tamu with a jumper. That's 2 of her 9 on the night. Give and go off the inbound. Lorena Menino with a deuce. Then from three-land, Madison Kaiser. She had 8 on the night for the Stevenson Titans. Another fast break bucket for Vanessa Malovich. And off of a miss, Kylie Condon cleaning up the boards for Utica. Madison Kaiser raining it down from the outside. Off the glass and in for Bella Luigiari. Hannah Tamu working hard down low for the Stevenson Titans. And Stevenson taking the lead late with a bucket from Lillian Ockrausch. After a Utica timeout, the Chieftains take over. First, Vanessa Galovich. Then a turnover to Sarah Fromm, and Utica takes the lead back. Sarah Fromm steps in front of a pass and gives it to Violet Smith to lengthen Utica's lead.
Defense, once they get it across, right, we're just locating and communicating.
Kylie Condon making it rain from outside. Vanessa Galovich stepping in front of this one for an easy layup. And rounding out the scoring for the Utica Chieftains from the floor is Alexis Pockley. Utica moves on to take on Ford in the district finals. Final score, Utica Chieftains 33, Stevenson Titans 22.
The Eisenhower girls basketball team had their first round action of the districts over at Stony Creek High School as they met Rochester Adams. The Eisenhower Eagles matched up with Rochester Adams in the opening round of districts. The tip is up and controlled by Adams. They waste no time knocking down a three 15 seconds in. They'd get a steal, which leads to an Ike foul. Another Eagles turnover leads to a layup for Adams. Eagles are able to corral their miss and find Abby Claft for the score. Stepping out for three goes Gabby Goikai, and Ike leads 16-12. This three rolls off, and Ike maintains their 4-point edge after one. In the second, Adams cuts the deficit to 2 with this bucket. Then Mariana Stoichevsky gets the 2 back at the other end. Tesla Bertoya misses but tries again and converts. Then stepping into a 3 goes Paige Hayes. Ike leads 23-15. Get the ball up top to Delaney Bruno, and she puts it in for 3. One final chance in the half for the Eagles does not fall. They lead at the break 28-18. Natalia Stoichevsky gets the putback on the fast break. Then a steal by Adams is cashed in for 2. Ike leads by 7. Natalia Stoichevsky pulls up from the middle, but the shot comes up short. There's a battle for the loose ball, but time runs out on the third. Eagles lead 40-34. In the fourth, drop it off to Bertoya, who scores. Then she goes up strong on the putback for 2, and we're level at 46 late. Final possession of regulation, Ike loses the ball, and Adams has a chance to win. The shot falls just short at the buzzer, and we're headed to overtime. A nice quick look for 2 here. Then Stoichevsky forces the issue and gets fouled. She knocks down both free throws, and Ike trails by 2. Here they come, needing a 3 to tie in the final seconds. But the shot comes up well short. Adams survives in overtime, 53-50. After knocking off Stevenson in the first round of districts, the Utica Chieftains saw the Ford Falcons in round 2. Let's send it over now to Art Schenk.
After defeating the Stevenson Titans in the first round of the district playoffs, the Utica Chieftains faced district tournament host, the Henry Ford Falcons. First on the scoreboard were the Chieftains, Alexis Polkley off the glass and the assist from Sarah Fromm. Cameron McConaughey would put in 2 more for Utica, but besides a free throw from Vanessa Galovich, the rest of the first quarter was all Falcons. Heading into the second quarter, Utica was down 18-5. The Falcons would add to their lead early in the second quarter, and the Chieftains found themselves down by 16. But the Chieftains began to chip away at the Falcons' lead. Alexis Polkley grabs this rebound and the putback. Later, a block by McConaughey is grabbed by Violet Smith, who goes the length of the court for this left-handed layup. Vanessa Galovich followed with this three-pointer, and then a little spin jumper. By the end of the second quarter, Utica had cut Ford's lead down to 6. The third quarter opened with Cameron McConaughey battling down underneath to make it 22-18. Later, Violet Smith finds the lane and lays it up for 2. Then Chieftain Sarah Fromm and Cameron McConaughey drop threes to put the Chieftains up 28-26. Kylie Condon would sink another 3 in the third for Utica. The quarter would end with a tied score, 31-31. The Chieftains came out strong in the fourth quarter with contributions from Alexis Polkley. And then this nice drive to the basket by Violet Smith. But Ford fought their way back to within 1, 40-39. The Falcons did have some opportunities at the end, but couldn't capitalize as Utica rallies from a 16-point deficit to defeat the Henry Ford Falcons 41-39.
The Chieftains with a big come-from-behind win against the host Falcons in that semifinal matchup. They advanced to the district finals where they met Chippewa Valley. The Utica Chieftains met the Chippewa Valley Big Reds for the district finals Friday, March 8th. The tip is up and controlled by Chippewa Valley. After the Big Reds came up empty on their opening possession, Utica works the ball around and finally find Vanessa Galovich for the 3. Galovich moments later steps into a 3 and knocks it down. Big Reds call time, trailing 8-zip. Here comes Violet Smith with the hook shot and hits. Utica leads 10-4 middle of the first. Final seconds of the first, Chippewa Valley has closed the gap a bit, but Sarah Fromm buries the corner 3 with time winding down in the first. Big Reds come up empty on their end, and after 1, Utica leads 17-13. Early in the second, Chippewa Valley swipes the inbound and scores. They get another steal leading to 2, and we're level at 19. Chieftains having some trouble on their offensive end on this sequence, but Galovich sinks the 3 to give her team back the lead. Final minute of the half, Galovich down the lane, yes, and 1. The Big Reds faithful not a fan of that call, but Galovich tacks on the free throw. Fromm, on the run, has to make something happen, and does. She gets the bucket and the foul. After forcing a travel, Utica has one final chance in the half. Cameron McConaughey's 3 is offline, and we go to the half with Utica ahead 32-29. In the third, Galovich scores the lay-in, and the Tribe is loving it. In the middle of the frame, Fromm drops in a long 2, but it's 41-36 Big Reds. Chieftains moving the ball around. They find McConaughey down low, and she scores from in close. One final opportunity in the third is off, and we are all tied at 46 entering the fourth quarter. Less than 3 minutes to play, Utica needs a score here. They corral the miss and get it back to Galovich, who twists and scores for 2. It's a 3-point game. Less than a minute to play, this shot by Smith gets blocked. Chippewa Valley gets it down floor and get the and 1 call. They lead by 9. Big Reds run out the time, and they win the district championship over Utica. That'll do it for our basketball coverage on this episode. On the other side of this timeout, we'll get some hockey in next.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
So, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first, I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Final segment of the Shelby Sports Show sends us to the ice rink as Utica Ford United took on Anchor Bay. Here's Zach Hamilla.
The first round of the District 1 Regional Hockey Tournament wraps up with Utica Ford Unified taking on the defending district champions, the Anchor Bay Tars. Anchor Bay opens the scoring early on in the first. Wyatt Blakowski snaps one on net for Cade Carr to catch the rebound and send it top shelf. The Tars strike again, Blakowski again putting shots on net for the rebound to be picked up, this time by John Schecker. United nearly finds a scoring chance late in the period, but Anthony Zarnecki is beat by the buzzer to wrap up the first period, 2-0 in favor of the Tars. While on the power play, Caden Lee charges into United zone, snapping a shot. But again, Eli Choden can't control the rebound, giving way to Lee picking it up for a power play goal in Anchor Bay's third unanswered goal. United gains some momentum halfway through the second. Trevor Townsend fires, but Luke Christensen scrambles at the crease and keeps it scoreless for Utica forward. The Tars would strike again on the power play. Andrew McCabe shoots from a tough angle and sweeps the puck loose in past Choden to close the second period out 4-0. The Tars' momentum carries on into the third. Less than 30 seconds into the period, Taden Jones strips the puck from Ashton Furtick, slips it to Christian Steele off his backhand, giving Anchor Bay a commanding 5-0 lead. Anchor Bay aims to pad out their lead, but Choden makes a sprawling glove save. United hopes to at least spoil Anchor Bay's shutout. Emerson Brock rips a wrist shot, but is stuffed by Christensen. With sharp goaltending and a ruthless power play unit, the Tars sail comfortably to a 5-0 victory over United, fueling their hopes at repeat district championships when they face Chippewa Valley United in the semifinals.
The final highlights on this episode saw the Eisenhower Eagles taking on Lance Cruz Unified, and we go back to Zach Hamilla.
The MHSAA Regional Hockey Playoffs kick off with the Division I bracket underway, starting with the Eisenhower Eagles squaring off against Lance Cruz Unified. While Ike and Lance Cruz face woes this regular season, the Regionals aim to start a fire for these Red Division rivals in hopes to salvage this year. United finds scoring chances in the first. Drew Hollis finds a brief near breakaway, but Ryan Osupka is sharp early on. United would be granted further scoring chances and be put on the power play, as Dylan Rogers draws 2 minutes for tripping. But right off the draw, Dominic Reggio breaks away to snap one past Nathaniel Morin to give Ike a shorthanded goal. Ike nearly makes it 2-0. Mikey Zelnick hustles up the wing, slings off his backhand, but Morin flashes the leather. With the first wrapping up, Jacob Sherritt banks the puck off the boards to Reggio, taking a hit, but Zelnick cleans up with a backhander to put the Eagles up 2-0 at intermission. Starting the second period, the Eagles win a draw in their zone and dump it in to begin peppering Morin with successive shots, but he keeps it a 2-goal game. Ike would continue with a barrage of shots on goal against United. Reggio primes a slap shot but is once again stuffed by Morin. Despite numerous Eisenhower scoring chances, United holds their own and keeps the second period scoreless, still 2-0 in favor of the Eagles. In the third, United finally gets themselves on the board. Osupka can't control the rebound after a shot on goal from Jonah Kramer, with Hollis scrambling at the crease to give Lance Cruz their first of the night. United would strike again. Aiden Suhaki snaps a shot from the right wing and sneaks past Osupka, giving United the equalizer halfway through the third. But Ike flips the pressure back onto United. Reggio centers a pass to Brendan Chateau and buries it into the back of the net to make it 3-2 with less than a minute left. Despite one last drive with an empty net, United falls to the Eagles 3-2, and Eisenhower will advance in the regional playoffs, set to face the Romeo Bulldogs in the semifinal round.
That'll wrap up this episode of the Shelby Sports Show. More to come in the next few weeks, both on Shelby TV and on Shelby TV's YouTube channel as well.